Venice, the city of canals, romance, and timeless grandeur, had never seen anything quite like this. For 3 unforgettable days, the floating city became the epicenter of one of the most opulent, high-profile weddings the world has ever witnessed. Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder and billionaire magnate, and Lauren Sánchez, the Emmy-winning journalist and philanthropist, wrapped up their breathtaking wedding weekend in Venice, Italy, leaving behind a trail of headlines, viral social media moments, and whispered stories that will fuel celebrity gossip for years to come. It wasn't just a wedding, it was an event, a spectacle, a carefully choreographed display of power, wealth, love, and perhaps most importantly, the couple's undeniable desire to blend their public personas with an unforgettable private experience shared among Hollywood elites, Silicon Valley titans, European royalty, and global media barons. This wasn't merely the union of 2 people, it was the fusion of 2 carefully crafted personal brands into one colossal, glittering, headline-dominating machine. Day 1, the welcome extravaganza. The festivities kicked off on Thursday afternoon as private jets began touching down at Venice Marco Polo Airport. From the moment guests stepped onto the tarmac, it was clear that no expense had been spared. Discreet chauffeurs in bespoke suits ferried them via sleek water taxis, emblazoned with the couple's monogram, a stylized intertwining of J and L wrapped around an infinity symbol. The first night was designed to be a grand yet intimate welcome dinner hosted at the Gritty Palace Hotel, one of Venice's most historic and lavish waterfront properties. Guests were greeted with glasses of Dom Perignon as a live string quartet played from a floating barge anchored in the canal. Candles flickered from every balcony, casting golden reflections across the water. Lauren, stunned in a floor-length Dolce & Gabbana gown hand-embroidered with Venetian lace and pearl accents. Jeff kept things classic but sharp with a midnight blue velvet tuxedo paired with a silk bodi. The couple made their grand entrance by arriving on a gondola adorned with white roses and gold leaf details. The dinner menu was curated by Michelin-starred chef Sbarrato, with heirloom tomatoes flown in from Sicily, lobster risotto, and beef tenderloin served with black truffle puree. For dessert, a towering millefeuille with edible gold leaf left guests speechless. As the evening progressed, laughter echoed across the Grand Canal. George Clooney and Amal were seen clinking glasses with Leonardo DiCaprio. Oprah sat deep in conversation with Kris Jenner, while Kim Kardashian floated between tables, capturing Instagram-perfect moments. The night ended with a surprise fireworks show, not over the land, but reflected beautifully over the water. As guests toasted with limoncello, the sky exploded in bursts of gold, blue, and silver, perfectly mirrored on Venice's rippling canals. Day 2, the main ceremony of Venetian fairytale. If the welcome dinner was a prelude, the wedding ceremony was the crescendo. By midday Friday, the entire Grand Canal felt like it had been placed on pause for the couple. Paparazzi boats floated at the edges of restricted zones, their long lenses trying to capture every glimpse of the unfolding fairy tale. Security was tight. Venice's local police collaborated with a private security team flown in from Los Angeles and London, ensuring absolute privacy, at least for those within the gates. The ceremony was held at Palazzo Papadopoli, an opulent 16th-century palace-turned-almond hotel known for its marble floors, Murano glass, chandeliers, and frescoed ceilings that rival any royal residence. The transformation of the venue was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Cascading floral installations framed every doorway, white orchids, blush peonies, and rare blue hydrangeas flown in from Japan. A floral arch overlooking the Grand Canal served as the altar, symbolizing both the couple's love and the eternal flow of life. Lauren walked down the aisle to an acoustic rendition of Can't Help Falling in Love, performed by a string quartet, wearing a custom gown that Vogue later dubbed a masterpiece of modern bridal fashion. The gown featured a sheer bodice adorned with thousands of Swarovski crystals, a dramatic cathedral-length veil, and hand-stitched lace motifs symbolizing waves, a nod to the city that hosted their love story. Jeff, waiting at the altar, wore a tailored Tom Ford tuxedo with satin lapels, looking visibly emotional as Lauren approached. The vows were heartfelt, filled with anecdotes about their adventures together, from hiking Machu Picchu to sailing the Mediterranean aboard Bezos's yacht, the Koru. As they exchanged rings, hers a flawless emerald-cut diamond estimated to be over 30 carats, the crowd wiped away tears. The officiant, a close friend of the couple, declared them husband and wife to thunderous applause. Following the ceremony, guests were led into a glass pavilion constructed atop the palace gardens, where they were treated to a 5-course meal. Highlights included black truffle gnocchi, seared sea bass with saffron foam, and a dessert platter featuring handmade Venetian pastries paired with vintage Amarone wine. Midway through dinner, a surprise appearance by Andrea Bocelli stunned the room. The world-renowned tenor serenaded the couple with Conti Partiro, moving many guests to tears. Lauren and Jeff shared their first dance under a canopy of twinkling fairy lights, with Bocelli's voice echoing into the night. Day 3, the infamous pajama party aboard the Koru. If anyone thought the wedding couldn't get more extravagant, Day 3 proved them wrong. On Saturday afternoon, guests were invited aboard the Koru, Bezos's $500 million sailing yacht, anchored just off the coast. The invitation came with a cheeky dress code, silk satin and slippers. Only it's a pajama party, and what a party it was. Gone were the tuxedos and gowns. In their place were designer pajama sets, monogrammed robes and slippers that probably cost more than most people's cars. Kim Kardashian wore a Balenciaga silk pajama set with diamond-studded slippers. Leonardo DiCaprio kept it low-key with linen lounge pants and a crisp white pajama shirt. Elon Musk showed up in a SpaceX-themed robe with rocket ship slippers. Naturally, the yacht itself was transformed into what guests later described as a floating 5-star sleepover. Plush velvet daybeds replaced lounge chairs. There were candlelit lanterns, disco balls, and a karaoke stage that saw performances from Beyoncé, Post Malone, and even George Clooney, who gave an enthusiastic, if slightly off-key, rendition of Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. The food reflected the cozy theme: caviar, top deviled eggs, mini lobster rolls, truffle grilled cheese, and late-night tacos made to order. An espresso martini bar ran non-stop, fueling guests well into the early hours. The night reached peak chaos when Leonardo DiCaprio and Orlando Bloom were seen engaging in a pillow fight with silk-embroidered cushions. Egged on by the crowd, Oprah was spotted sipping tequila while leading a game of Never Have I Ever, with Post Malone as her co-host. As dawn broke over Venice, guests were served breakfast croissants, Belgian waffles, fresh berries, and mimosas as they lounged in silk and cashmere throws, watching the sunrise from the yacht's upper deck. The morning after Goodbye Venice. By Sunday morning, Venice began to return to its usual rhythm. Water taxis once again ferried regular tourists through the canals, and locals peeked from windows, wondering if they'd really just witnessed the most extravagant event their city had hosted in decades. Guests checked out of their palazzos, loaded gift bags into waiting cars, silk robes, monogrammed Kindles, custom tequila bottles, and handwritten thank you notes from Jeff and Lauren. As the couple boarded a private water taxi for one final ride through the Grand Canal, photographers caught them smiling, waving, and whispering to each other. It was the perfect ending to a wedding that was in every way designed to be unforgettable. As the last echoes of laughter faded from Venice's canals, and the glittering silk of the pajama party was packed away, the global media machine kicked into overdrive. The Bezos Sánchez wedding became the defining headline of the weekend, not just for entertainment outlets but for financial media, lifestyle magazines, and international news platforms alike. The New York Times ran with the headline "Venice Bezos and a Billionaire Love Story." Inside the 3-day spectacle, CNN broadcast a primetime segment titled "When Amazon Meets Amalfi: The Wedding of the Century." Vogue released an exclusive digital cover of Lauren Sánchez in her custom Dolce & Gabbana gown, with the headline "A Bridal Look for the Ages." TMZ, of course, had the most viral footage, shaky yet crystal clear video of Leonardo DiCaprio leading a pajama-clad conga line aboard the Koru, followed by Elon Musk, who nearly tripped over his own rocket-shaped slippers. Every angle of the event was dissected: the fashion, the guest list, the outrageous pajama party, and even the choice of Venice itself as the backdrop. Italian newspapers praised the couple for bringing unprecedented attention and tourism dollars to the floating city, while environmental activists criticized the carbon footprint of flying in hundreds of guests via private jet. The internet explodes, fan reactions, and meme culture. Social media platforms went into absolute overdrive. The hashtags #BeEasyOS wedding, #Koruparty, #Venetian vows, and #Billionaire sleepover dominated TikTok, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. TikTok creators posted breakdowns of fevery designer outfit worn across the 3 days. A viral post captioned "Pav, you're at the Bezos wedding pajama party" showed footage edited to look like a 2000s sleepover movie, complete with sparkles and bubble text. Twitter, as always, was split between awe and outrage. "I hate how bad I want to be at this pajama party." Post Malone and bunny slippers, Beyoncé in silk UGG. At Gossip Goblin reminder, while Bezos throws a pajama yacht party, Amazon workers are still fighting for bathroom breaks. At Union Forever on Instagram, fashion influencers recreated Lauren's iconic lace bridal look using thrifted materials, while meme accounts posted split screens of Oprah sipping tequila at the Koru next to footage of warehouse employees scanning packages. One viral meme simply read The Hunger Games but make it silk pajamas. Celebrity commentary who approved and who threw shade celebrities who weren't invited. Couldn't resist chiming in some playfully, others with a hint of envy. Chrissy Teigen posted somewhere in a parallel universe, I am definitely at that pajama party. And I'm winning karaoke. Paris Hilton commented on Vogue's Instagram post, that's hot. Followed by fire and heart emojis. Meanwhile, Rihanna, when asked by paparazzi if she saw the pajama party photos, laughed and said yeah, and my invite got lost in the mail. For sure, late-night hosts predictably had a field day. Jimmy Kimmel joked Jeff Bezos threw a wedding so expensive that Amazon employees probably had to deliver the caviar by drone. Trevor Noah quipped, imagine being so rich your weddings. Third day involves Post Malone singing in pajamas while Oprah leads a tequila-fueled game of Never Have I Ever. This is late-stage capitalism's final boss. Multiple PR analysts came to the same conclusion: this wedding was more than a celebration. It was a meticulously engineered public relations masterpiece. For years, Bezos has battled an image